going on, everybody? Welcome in the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and here we are reacting to the Vikings losing to the Detroit Lions 31-9 on Sunday Night Football in the game of the year, and the Vikings did not show up. Like, how classic of the Minnesota Vikings as a franchise as a whole. Biggest game of the year, and you just lay an absolute egg. But that sets up this. The Vikings will be traveling to Los Angeles, the only other team this year besides the Lions to have beat you. And the Vikings will have a shorter week compared to the Rams since they rested starters this past weekend. And the Vikings right now actually open up as 2.5-point favorites in Los Angeles versus the Rams. But this is how the NFC playoff picture shakes out after the end of the regular season. But, you know, on this game here, I mean, the Vikings just didn't show up tonight, and specifically offensively. I'm honestly, I don't have a bone to pick with anybody on the defense. It was just offense. They were terrible. 262 yards, only 14 first downs, 3 of 13 on third downs, and you only held the ball for 23 minutes tonight. And listen, heck, this is not a good defense you were going against. Like, the Lions over the last 4 weeks before this one were giving up 32 points a game. And what did you go out there and do? 9 points. 0 touchdowns offensively. They were terrible in the red zone. I think they ended up 0 for 3 in the red zone tonight. Sam Darnold, I mean, he must have been 0 for 9 on red zone passing tonight or goal-to-go situations. I mean, he was just bad. 18 of 41, 166 yards. He was bad. I thought Jefferson had a bad game. I thought Hawkinson had a bad game. I thought Kevin O'Connell had poor decisions in big spots. Like, everybody on offense, it's not just all Sam Darnold. Yes, he struggled a whole lot tonight, but it wasn't just him. It was the offense as a whole. But you guys let me know, why did the Vikings lose versus the Detroit Lions tonight? I'm just going to go chalk answer here. I'll just go the whole offense. But you guys let me know your thoughts down below. Why did the Vikings lose in the game of the year? Let me know your thoughts down below. All right, let's start off with the quarterback. I mean, this was his worst game as a Viking, by far. Considering the stage, considering who you were going against, this was not a Lions defense that is good by any means. They were banged up a whole lot. You know, we know the story. A lot of injuries to that defense, and you had to come into this game, and you had to go put up 30+. And what did the offense do? They stalled out in the red zone. They're just bad. I mean, Darnold just off target over and over again tonight. Him and TJ Hawkinson on countless big-time third downs in the first half just could not connect. I mean, TJ, 2 receptions, 9 yards. You're playing the team that tore your ACL last season. You're playing the team that traded you away 2 seasons ago, and that's the performance you put up. 2 receptions, 9 yards, and, you know, I'll give the Vikings running back some credit, mainly Cam Akers here. You're able to actually get some sort of a run game going. I mean, in total tonight, they ran for 120 yards on 19 carries. If I would have told you the Vikings would have ran for 6.3 yards per carry tonight, I mean, we would have all said we're going to blow out the Lions. What was the complete opposite? Cam Akers, 6 carries, 65 yards, all came on that mainly long run to start off the second half. But Aaron Jones, I thought you should have gotten them the football more. Only 10 carries, 45 yards, had a long rush of 8. He was just all right, but, you know, he wasn't really a difference maker. And, you know, I hate doing this, but I got to call out Justin Jefferson on this one. It was definitely one of his worst games as a Minnesota Viking. Drop passes in the back of the end zone. I mean, just not on the same page as Sam Darnold. Just over and over again. And listen, he is still a tremendous wide receiver. You know, we set the standard out extremely high for him. But, I mean, this game compared to what he's done over the rest of his career is just not up to standard. I mean, 3 receptions, 54 yards in the biggest game of the year. Drop passes, just not being great. It's just overall, it just was not a good performance from this offense. Speedy Naylor had a couple of big-time plays in this game, had that big 27-yard completion over the middle of the field, which was great to see. But, I mean, just still, as a whole, this offense was just bad. I mean, total yards, 262. 0 for 3 on 4th down. Just another bad offense. That was probably it. Yeah, but still, just it's bad. I mean, combined 3rd down and 4th down conversions, you're 0 of 16. The Lions combined on those were 7 of 16. Like, I knew this was gonna be a game where it was gonna come down to the little things. It was gonna come down to big 4th downs, big 3rd downs, and I, never expected this. Like, I didn't expect the Vikings offense to just completely collapse. Like, this felt like, you know what it felt like? It felt like the Kirk Cousins-led Minnesota Vikings. Big time stage, the whole world's watching. I thought we were finally past that. But then again tonight, like, it felt like it was Kirk back in at quarterback. Like the stat line of 18 of 41, 166 yards. Like, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. But, Darnold, worst game as a Minnesota Viking. I'm still just at a loss for words right now, guys. I'll have more thoughts definitely tomorrow on our video in the morning, but just I'm honestly in shock. But, I wanted to ask this question, hopefully with a better spirit. But 14-3, still a great season. Like, if I would have told you guys this in August, that we'd have lost Week 18 to the Lions for the NFC North and the #1 seed, I mean, we would have all have taken it. But you guys let me know. What's your favorite memory from the season? For me, I got to choose Darnold stepping up in the pocket against the Seahawks, finding Jefferson for the game-winning touchdown. That's what I'll have to say. Maybe it's just because producer Colin, a Seahawks fan, producing today's show. But that's what I'm going to do as my favorite memory from this season. Talk about the game more here in a second, but first off, got to tell you guys about today's presenting sponsor, and that is Prize Picks. If you guys download the Prize Picks app today, plug in that promo code CLNS, you guys will get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Now, what is Prize Picks? Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Now, here's an example of a lineup I had tonight. Not good on me. Vikings weren't good. I wasn't good on Prize Picks tonight, but I did hit the Jared Goff half an interception. But hey, Darnold going 18 of 40, whatever he was, did not help my lineup. And obviously Jefferson only going for 50 yards. That didn't end up being a winner. But hey, if you guys want to fade my picks or ride with my picks throughout the playoffs, just do so at Prize Picks and download the app today. Use that promo code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today. Plug in that promo code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. Prize Picks, run your game. All right, I do want to give a big shout out to the defense. I know people look at the score and say, oh, they still gave up 31 points. Listen, they did what they could. They were awesome in the first half, holding this Lions offense only 10 points, and it really should have been 7 if, Will Reichert, again, missed kick from 50-plus yards, kicked it out of bounds at the end of the first half. It was just not good. But, I thought the defense played well. Goff, 27 to 33, 231 yards. I felt like he made it tough on him throughout this game, but the real, kicker for the Lions offense tonight was this guy. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to a great player, and that's what Jahmyr Gibbs is. 23 carries, 140 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. He's a special, special player, and it's just like anytime he just gets, I think Gibbs is the running back, you got to play him perfectly. Because if he just sees a little crease in the running lanes, like he'll find it and he'll hit it hard. And Gibbs is just a truly special running back. I think he's top 3 in the league. And I almost think Montgomery going down with this guy getting almost 30 touches tonight. That helped the Lions offense. He's a playmaker. He's special. He is truly one of my favorite players to watch with the football in his hands. And he killed the Vikings defense tonight. And, Amon-Ra is a guy who's been killing the Vikings, since he came into the NFL. It always felt like big-time 3rd downs, either it's a 2nd and long or whatever it may be, a big-time play. Goff just finds this guy, and he always finds the open spot of the zone. I feel like he is, as a receiver, I feel like he's the best receiver in the league going against a Brian Flores defense. He can find the soft spots. He can create separation in man coverage, and that's what he did tonight. 6 receptions, 77 yards. But I'll tell you what, a guy who's coming on for the Lions over the last couple of weeks, Sam Laporta, 7 receptions tonight, 63 yards. This is truly a complete offense for Detroit, and we can show all these stats of the playmakers and all that, but, it really starts with the Lions up front. It starts with that offensive line, and I thought the Vikings D-line did a good job for majority of that game, but they got tired. They ran out of gas, and the Lions just consistently, over and over again, just felt like they were beating up on the Vikings. Jameson Williams, though, 6 receptions, 34 yards, didn't really do much. But in total for the Lions offense, put up almost 400 yards. 31 carries, 178 yards on the ground. This is a defense who's only given up 80 yards per game rushing heading into this one, but 5.7 yards a carry, not good. And, look at this, turnovers, 2 for the Lions. Vikings offense didn't turn the ball over a single time, and they only put up 262 yards. The passing attack was the biggest issue tonight. Truly, it was the biggest issue. But, this is going to be a tough one to sleep on. No doubt about it. I'm in shambles. I'm at a loss for words, but it's on to Los Angeles. And we'll see this team again, I promise you that. But if you guys have made it to the end of our post-game reaction, just give me a skull down below in the comments section. I apologize if I'm very somber or just not very energetic. That was one of the most frustrating Vikings games I possibly ever watched. But hey, if you guys made it to the end, give me a skull down below. And also, I'm on Twitter. @PatSieps is the Twitter handle. Give me a follow over there. I'll give you guys a follow right back. But seriously, thank you guys so much. Everybody who tuned into the watch party, everybody who subscribed to the channel, shout out to you guys. See you guys next time. SKOL Vikes.